Has it hit you yet, man?
Are you
Oh
feeling it,
God.
Mr. Krabs?
I'm feeling Mr. Krabs. Oh,
Well, I don't know if you remember that I made an intro for the no longer in syndication smoke break that you used to do. So
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna use it for
Use
this
it for this
episode.
one. Yeah, you might as well.
That one looks fun. I don't know. That one just makes my face look red. Stupid fucking lighting.
Awesome. Let me know when you have your beauty light ready so we can.
This is as good as it's gonna get.
I mean,
Yeah,
I think you're real beautiful, but
oh, the steaminess. Look at Esso staring at you. Oh, see it. It's funny when it came out. There's a theater near us that plays movies in Spanish, and everyone was like Eso, 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 cheering because it was it in Spanish, and everyone's like Eso, Eso. So I've been calling it Eso, and people are like, "What the fuck?
What is Esso?
I wonder what it was called in Mexico.
Eso la clown, la diabolico payaso, or something like that."
Oh, payaso.
Exponentially longer title than it.
Yeah, it.
2 letters.
Well, that's how movies are always subtitled in Spanish, like Chucky, La Muñeco Diabólico.
My goodness.
Yeah, everything's diabolical. So.
Yeah. You have to know it's scary. You got to throw that on the end.
Yeah, the nun is like La Nuña, La Nun Diabólico.
I thought nun was monja.
Monja, La Monja de Diabólico.
I only know that because there's a cookie called Pedos de Monja, which means the fart of the nun. And it's those little like meringue cookies that are like cloudy and light.
1, 2, 3, 4.
But anywho, oh, my cop is back. God damn it. This is Slashers favorite horror What, Austin?
Sorry, I was talking while you were talking. Let me just mute myself.
I didn't hear anything.
No, he's feeling it, man.
He's just opening up those beautiful nutmeg eyes, staring at me as I do my intro, circling my supple breasts. Excuse me. Sorry, wrong podcast.
Oh no, you should have put a 25-cent token in that booth there. That was getting steamy.
Yeah. Anyways, this is Slashers, your favorite horror podcast about your favorite horror media. My name is Mikey. I am not Jason, even though it was Jason's idea to do Full Moon Month. But with me, as always, is my colleague, co-host, and cohort, Douglas Bloom.
Hello, all you MGBs from beyond on 420. Hope you're having a good one here. Ooh, we got someone down below us here, and he's like rubbing his face like crazy. I think he's feeling it, man.
I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs.
I'm rubbing something. And we have how dare you? I don't come onto your show and slap the dicks out of your mouth.
Hey, this is turning into more. You're gonna have that camera guy following you and bashing you in the face with the camera, chasing you.
Yeah, we're gonna have a big peanut coming out of the back when you say you're afraid of peanuts.
Ooh, he's in a mood today.
I know. But yes, we have co-host, friend of the show, Frightmares podcast celebrity, Austin. Austin and Doug, say hello to the Mutant Goons from not that far beyond, but a little bit beyond.
A little bit beyond. Hello, Goons.
Hello, Goons. How you doing?
Great. Oops. So, fuck.
He's been partaking in that ganja, man.
I wish.
Hey, that's San Pedro shit, man.
Before we get into the movie, 420 is approaching near. So we thought, what better movie to discuss on 420 than the Netflix remake of Matilda? This movie stars, I'm just kidding. I fucking hate that movie. My kids watch it over and over again, and
there's a new Matilda or the old one?
What?
No, the new one. The old one's fine. The old one's dope as shit.
I was gonna say with Danny Glover.
Oh,
Danny
wow.
DeVito. Yeah, wow.
And isn't what's her name? Is Ballbricker in that one? No, that's Porky's. That's Porky's. That's Miss Ballbricker.
Oh, I was like Miss Trunchbull.
Miss Trunchbull, the one who eats the chocolate cake, or someone eats chocolate cake. I don't remember.
It's the kid that eats chocolate cake and he smears it all over his face.
So obviously, Doug has not seen Matilda.
I seen it years ago on VHS.
Yeah,
That's
Netflix
a good one. That's a good
Netflix remade it. It's like takes place. I don't know if the original author was English or not, but this one takes place in the UK, and
Hmm.
it's a musical. And
Oh, is that what I was seeing all over TikTok? Because I was seeing someone with a dance and it was something about Matilda, and I was like, I don't know what this is. I don't know if it was AI or something. So that's a real show.
mhm,
Oh, great. Because that was
yeah,
horrible. I don't ever want to see that.
not really into it. My kids watch it over and over again. They like the songs, but I guess I don't know. The original one is just so good. Um, okay. If I have weird pauses, it's because I'm trying really hard not to cough in the microphone like I was doing at Frightmares the other day.
Hey, I was able to edit most of those out. You're good. I
Yeah.
got you. I got you.
You should have done the Tourette's guy when you got bullshit.
I'm just gonna act like I'm real
Saget.
stoned. What did you call me?
Bob Saget. He said
Bob
the Tourette's
Saget.
guy. You never
Oh,
seen
I
the
heard
Tourette's guy
something.
videos?
I thought it was something that you always call me.
Oh
Um,
my
but
god.
Hey, this isn't the forums.
Wow. Never uttered those words. Never, Mikey. Would
I
never.
wish you would. But
He
sorry,
says that.
it's a kink. But anywho, so today we will be reviewing 2006, the year I graduated, Evil Bang. That's how I say bong with my accent. I'm sorry, everybody. Um, But before we get into the movie, I wanted to ask you guys, especially Doug, you haven't been on in a long time. What have y'all been doing? Have y'all seen anything recently in the realm of horror that you would like to discuss and bring to my attention, to my erect nipiles?
All right. Well, the erect nipiles, yeah, I haven't been on for a minute, so you'll get some more soon. I've just been working double shifts on top of double shifts, and working on a new movie. So there you go. So all you trash juice basura drinkers.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
Yeah. So what have I been doing really besides like work and work and work and work? I did watch The Whale, and I was a little disappointed at first because The Whale, I thought it was like a biopic on Lizzo, but
Oh my God.
it wasn't. So I mean, it was a good movie though. I'm glad it won.
Doug.
Yeah. Yeah, Brendan Fraser really put an ace in the hole.
Ace in the blowhole. Um, have you seen anything new that, because The Whale is not horror, and I specifically said, Doug,
It could be horror.
Real life horror.
Yeah.
I guess. So you haven't seen anything else besides The Whale?
No, I did watch some other movies, some Category 3 films from Unearthed Films.
Oh
One of them's
God, here we
called
go.
Yeah,
Can't
the
you just watch
Extreme
something
movies.
normal, Doug? Anybody on this podcast. Y'all keep making me watch this stupid ass shit and keep bringing up these stupid ass movies, and I have to sit here and watch and see what all this shit is. And I just want to watch something normal for once. I'm sorry. Austin is giving me PTSD here. Doug, go ahead with your level 3 movie.
Oh, okay. Well, you never seen 29 Needles? It was filmed in where is it? Baltimore. So if you like that one, it's yeah, too extreme for mainstream. So I watched that one, and then I watched Big Mama's House too. So that was a good horror movie.
So 29 Needles. This is a level 3 movie. What scene? Describe for me. What is the most level 3 scene in that movie? And also tell our audience what level 3 means. Actually, you kind of did already, but
Yeah, Category 3. Yeah. So 29 Needles wasn't a Hong Kong Category 3 movie, but it was a Baltimore made in Baltimore. But I think the most extreme scene is the guy. He constantly likes to beat himself.
Mhm.
So he gets a needle and shoves it up his dick, and he like pulls the blood out, and then he starts sitting in like a bed of needles while some guy's like masturbating in the back, and another guy's taking a shit, and they're wearing bird masks, and then some ladies like putting like pins through her needle at the same time. So it's this weird bathtub shitting, pissing, and shoving needles up dicks scene. It's pretty crazy.
Great. That's very
Where can we find that one?
yeah.
Yeah, 29 Needles. Go to unearthfilms.com. I don't know if it's on Amazon, but I know it's on their website. So yeah, extreme stuff. I wouldn't
Yeah.
Is
I
it
would
like,
mix.
Not for the faint of heart.
are they like really doing it too?
Nah, I'm pretty sure I seen shit come out of that asshole. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man.
You guys, I'm gonna need to take a break from this show.
Yeah, bad. Huh? Well, I think we've jumped the shark now. I think this is like what all these shows are now. It's just kind of going on Steam or 420 bong juice for that matter.
Bong juice.
It's just, here I am, normal, just trying to enjoy life and enjoy horror movies. And you guys have made me watch Meet the Feebles,
Good
Dead
film.
Alive,
Good
Dead
film.
Alive,
Oh, even better.
Dinner Drive-In Dive, whatever that movie is called.
Blood Dinah.
Blood Diner. And I'm just like, now Ginger Dead Man and
Okay.
Evil Bong.
Ginger Dead Man was fucking great. That was
Yeah.
fun. That was good, cheesy fun. This Evil Bong, I don't know, man. This shit went downhill quick for me.
Well, I'm not here to fan my own nuts or flick my own bean or wax my own carrot, but what was done in this Evil Bong movie, Charles Band, you should be ashamed of yourself. What did they say the budget was on this? Like 25, 30,000, something like that. I could have done this for $500. It's one room, and then it's another room with the blue, with the green Crash Bandicoot filters on the side.
Yeah, don't forget the strip club.
Yeah, all the strippers in there.
Well, that was all Charles Band's office. That was all filmed in his office. He just moves the couches and chairs.
Really?
That's the shot.
Is
Yeah.
his office a strip club?
Yeah. He's like, how do you think I get these movies made?
Oh my goodness. I'm surprised he didn't star his daughter, Taryn Manning. Please refer to the Ginger Dead episode for what that means. Aid was doing research on Charles Band, saw he had a daughter named Taryn, somehow clicked on her name and it went to Taryn Manning's page, and so she assumed Taryn Manning was his daughter. But regardless, I don't see a budget on here.
Anyway, it probably went all to Tommy Chong, man.
Well, I checked. He doesn't show up until like
An hour and 3 minutes in.
yeah, like there's like 20 minutes left of the movie by the time he shows up. But I didn't hate it as much as everyone else seemed to have. It was boring. I will say it was boring. But just like quality wise, maybe it was the copy we saw of Ginger Dead Man, whatever they have scanned into Amazon. But it looked like, this sounds weird, but it looked like a real movie. It didn't look like it was shot on video. It didn't look like anything like that. The acting was good. You know, everybody did what they needed to do. There was a couple of parts where we were like, that stripper probably doesn't have lines for a reason.
Those
but you
two
want
girls were pretty fucking annoying too. The two like main girls that the guy brought home, they were kind of insufferable.
Oh, yeah.
and I was like, why is she wearing a cheerleading outfit? She's in college. And then she was like, he likes it. And I was like, well, dump him, because he obviously likes high school girls then.
Yeah, that is a red flag.
Oh man, but yeah, this movie was from 2006, and I could tell just by like, I don't know, it's like that the puka shells and then the way the nerd dresses. Oh, and I hate that nerd character. That's like fucking, I don't know, that
Overdone.
How dare you smoke that tetrahydrocannabinol near me? And what did he say? I'm alerting the authorities.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
He dressed like my dad. That was triggering.
Oh no.
Yeah, and then it was very mid 2000s with like the button up that was like not buttoned with the shirt underneath. And I also like, do y'all feel a little cringy when people act like they're stoned in movies?
Yeah, because they
might
do it
have
all
been
wrong.
high.
Yeah.
It looked like they might have been smoking in some scenes, honestly.
The guy who plays the one that dies first, Bachman, I just feel like it was too much of the typical like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. And I was like, I have never been high because I'm a good boy. But if I was to have been high before, it wasn't anything like that. And also they like get really fucked up after one or two puffs. And if I did ever smoke weed before, I assume that's not how quickly it hits you. Not that I know. I'll leave that up to you guys. I have an image to uphold, but that's just me. And maybe that's why also, because the whole movie is about getting stoned, and I just watch it and I'm like the one who did actually really good was like the frat stoner dude. I forgot his name. Larnell.
Larnell, yeah. I thought
he did pretty good, and he was hot, you know, whatever. Wearing those PJ pants all over, waiting for that VPL to show up in those PJ pants, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's the thing with this movie, that they just kind of like, everyone comes back at the end, spoiler alert, but who the fuck cares? Like, what the fuck? They don't really die. So
they don't.
They were comatose or something like that, even though they had no pulse, though, because they literally checked, like, oh my god, he's dead. So
yeah,
that was a bit odd.
It's also stupid because the way that they quote unquote die, it's really dumb. Everyone dies by what is appended to the stripper of choice's bra. You have what is it? The
It's like a
first
plastic bathtub shark.
well, the
Yeah, there
first
was
one
like
the
they were
first one
skulls.
the
They were
first one was
skulls.
skulls,
Yeah.
and I forgot what it bit. And then the second one was the sharks.
Yep.
And they, of course, they come in with the bad puns. I have a boat big enough for, I don't know, stupid. And then the one that didn't make sense was one girl had like closed lips. And I'm guessing they were trying to insinuate that her bra was giving him head. And then it bit his winky off. I don't know. Guys.
Good. I mean, hey, you're arguing with Evil Bong. You know what I mean? What can you say?
Well, I do appreciate that this is a female killer. Um, the Evil Bong Tress is a woman. Does it have a name? I forgot.
I don't know, but she looks like all the ladies when I was younger running around the mall, and they'd be the ones in Macy's where you'd spray it, and they're like, "Here you go, have a sample." And I would take it all from them, and they'd give me that same face the Evil Bong lady makes. Like,
It says Evil Bong / Evie
Evie.
EEBEE. So many fucking E's.
Evie.
Evie. Yeah. So
But yeah, so kind of like a weird quick summary of this movie is this nerdy guy moves in, I guess they're all in college, moves into a dorm with 3 other guys, and I guess this dorm doesn't have rooms because they all sleep on the floor in the living room. And one of them, they all smoke except for the nerdy guy, and one of them finds a bong online that he's like thinks it's the coolest thing ever, gets it delivered and ordered from wherever to his house, and pulls it out. Looks like a hookah. Doesn't even look like a bong, because don't they smoke it like a hookah?
yeah, it's a hookah. Yeah, it's not a
Yeah.
bong.
And it clearly has a face on it that no one can tell, and like that's a face, and they don't even know. They smoke it. When they smoke it, they get sucked into this hookah bong world, and they're strippers, and the strippers kill them.
And they're not very good strippers either. So they're just like the ones that you get in the back of Penny Saver. It's like, oh, okay.
I mean, they're waxing the poles. It's fine.
Yeah.
I have no idea who those women are. I have no idea why they are killing people. The only explanation we get from Tommy Chong is going to be as clear as you would think Tommy Chong would explain a murderous bong, is that it has voodoo attached to it.
Yeah, I feel like he improv that on the spot because they asked him like, "What's wrong with it?" I don't know, man. There's like a voodoo spell on it or something, man.
Yeah.
It's like, who wrote this? A third grader?
I mean, so essentially they find out that Tommy Chong was the original owner. He comes to, I guess, get it back. I don't know if you can legally get it back if they've bought it. And then everyone gets sucked into the stripper world. Everyone dies except for the main girl and the main guy, as always. And then they somehow break the curse. I think I may have looked away for 30 minutes when that happened, and I missed some parts. But everyone comes back at the end. Spoiler alert, sorry. But I was also confused because I was looking at the cast, and I was like, let me see if I know anybody. And everybody in this movie like kind of looks like someone else. So I was like, I think this guy looks familiar. And I would see that they show up in like 3 or 4 of the sequels. I'm like, well, how does that work? Because I'm pretty sure not everyone lives. Spoiler alert, they do.
They all come back. Yeah, they all come back because Tommy Chung takes a fucking thing of dynamite into the bong to explode it or something like that. I don't know. It's very odd.
Well, at the end, I feel like he's like, "Hey, man, for this movie, I need you to like pay me in weed, and I need you to give me a scene where I'm like running Hot Wheels cars all over women's titties, man." So,
Oh, does he
and
actually
got
do
it.
that?
Yeah, at the end of it,
That's
he's
at the
like,
very end because he gets stuck in the bong.
and so he's like, "I have a Hot Wheel collection. Ooh, let me run over these big, beautiful mountains. Oh yeah, man."
Yeah, me.
You know what's really weird? This movie was written by Dominic Muir, R.I.P., passed away in 2010. But do you know what the biggest thing he wrote was? I don't know about the biggest thing, but some like the thing that we'll all know.
What's that?
Critters.
Oh,
Oh.
He's the
Wow.
writer of Critters. He's the writer of Ginger Dead Man versus Evil Bong, which whoopty fucking do. I'm gonna have to watch that one too for next week's episode.
That one might be more fun because you get Ginger Dead Man in there.
Well, Ginger Dead Man was in this one too.
Yeah,
So,
he did make a cameo. I was like, oh shit.
um,
So
He
did the
also-
thumb.
So
What
did who?
thumb?
I saw the thumb going up and down on the stick.
What
Whoever
thumb?
the puppeteer's hand. It's
Oh.
really obvious. Yeah. I'm just like, oh, they couldn't redo that.
Oh my goodness,
the
dog.
first take. That's it. That's all we need. Done.
Everyone is on a different level today. He also made the Killer Eye. Apparently, there's a second Killer Eye called Halloween Hunt, but that original Killer Eye is terrible, so I have no desire to watch Killer Eye Part 2. He wrote Evil Bong 3, Puppet Master Axis of Evil. He wrote Evil Bong 2, King Bong. What else? Oh, he also wrote The Ginger Dead Man.
Oh,
But he's listed as August White in The Ginger Dead Man. I guess that's a different pen name, and in this he's Dominic Mieux. But yeah, so we have, as far as the actors go, Alistair, who is the nerd, is played by David Weedoff. Get it? He looks like, I forgot what his name is, but he looks like, if you've seen the show called The Lair, he does a bunch of like gay horror stuff. I think Dylan Vox is his name. He looks like Dylan Vox, if you know who that is. He is not the person that I was like, oh, I'm going to mention this person. That's not him. We have John Patrick Jordan as Larnell, who looks like Scarlett Johansson's husband. He is in the new show Wolfpack. He's an Evil Bong 888. What else is he in? The Christmas Switch, Doug, your favorite Netflix movie.
Oh yeah. That's better than Kissing Booth 6 or whatever.
We have Bachman, who plays basically Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. It's played by Mitch Eakins. And he is best known for Evil Bong 1, and he comes out in the second one also. I don't know why my throat feels like this whenever I record with Austin. Okay. And then last we have Brett, who plays like the typical dude bro, played by Brian Lloyd. And he was in Dances with Werewolves. Ooh. He
Who
lists
wrote
like,
that? Was that a full moon movie?
I have no idea. Let's see.
sequel to Dances with Wolves, or I've never heard of that one.
No, I haven't heard of that one.
No, not a full moon movie, but the trailer, I mean, the poster looks stupid. But he is in Evil Bong 1, 2, and 3. He's also done some other movies. Those are our main cast. You have the two girls, Robin Sidney, played by Luann, played by Robin Sidney, when she, like, I don't know anything about white trash. And I was like, that's funny for a girl named after a Luby's plate. And then Janet, played by Kristen Green. Some guy named Tommy Chong, who plays Jimbo. And we have our cameos. The Ginger Dead Man shows up. Bill Moseley shows up.
And Bill Moseley's lines, he's even like, I don't even know what I'm doing here. That's the line he says.
Yeah, and then we have now tell me if y'all, because we talked about this in our last episode on Ginger Dead Man. We mentioned Jack Death. Jack Death makes an appearance. I didn't see him. Did y'all?
Yeah, I did. He's aged. I think he's going cross-eyed now, but he's there.
Is he the grandpa?
No. That's another thing to mention. No, he's inside the bong. He's like one of the people in suits there.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Did he
It's
have
hilarious.
lines?
I think he had a line or two.
Yeah, Bill Moseley?
No.
Tim Thomerson.
Yeah, Tim
Jack
Thomas.
Death.
He had a line. I don't remember what it was though.
Which is funny because we just talked about him on Ginger Dead Man.
Yeah,
Jack Death from Trancers.
yeah.
But let me tell you, I just got to say the funniest review I've ever seen is on IMDb for this. 10 out of 10, amazing. I divorced my wife because she didn't want to watch this movie. Truly a blessing.
Oh my God. Wow.
Sorry to interject.
That was great.
No, you're perfectly fine. We have the ginger dead man that shows up, and then I haven't seen this movie, but I'm pretty sure it's a full moon movie. Is it Ooga Booga?
Yeah, Ooga Booga. Ooga Booga's in this movie too. I've
Yeah.
seen that one.
Is that the little puppet?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
little
Yeah. Okay. He was like the first one that we saw. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Okay.
yeah, the little what is it? He kind of reminds me of like the
He reminds me
doll from
Tales from the Hood.
yeah, the painting, the doll in the
Yeah.
painting.
Yeah.
Kind of that vibe.
That's
Well,
what
I
I
remember
thought it
that
was for a second.
the tagline for Ooga Booga. I remember the DVD at the store. It said like 6 inches with 10 feet. Like it says something like that. Like what the fuck?
What?
It's an Ooga Booga. 6 inches of pure anger, 10 inches of pure meat or something.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's silly.
It's the tagline for that.
Well, the funny review that I saw was this movie isn't funny or good. I can't believe there's 6 more of them. And I'm like, oh, there's 8 now.
There's 8.
Um but yeah, so gentlemen, we'll start off with the guest of honor.
What, my thoughts and feelings on this?
Oh, I was talking about Doug. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Give us your thoughts, your THOTSC. I'm down with Gen Z. I know with thoughts.
Oh my goodness, we're not talking about Gen Z anymore today. Have you seen this before,
No,
dear
I've not.
Austin?
I've heard about it. I think it was on Netflix like way back. Always wanted to watch it because it looked ridiculous. So this was first time watch for me.
Okay. And how attracted were you to the Bong herself?
On a scale from 1 to 10, I'd say a 1.
1 being extremely fuckable. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Got
I don't
it.
know about you. My geyser was gushing.
Oh my goodness. How did you feel about it? What did you think? Give us your specs,
Okay.
all that dish.
Well, honestly, when it first started, I was into it. I was like, okay, this is gonna be a cheesy, 420 movie, whatever. Everyone's getting high and shit. And then it just kind of went completely downhill. I think once they got sucked into the bong for the first time, that's when my like having fun just started going all the way down. And then by the end of it, I was just tuning out because it was just so ridiculous. So it definitely had a strong start in my opinion, but the idea just got weirder and weirder, and it just didn't work. Plus, those 2 girls, like I said, were completely insufferable. If they weren't in the movie, I probably would have rated it higher.
Yeah, me too. Just make it all guys.
Like, there's that one girl, I think she was the one in the cheerleader outfit when she's like all horny and shit, and she's running around the room acting like a lunatic. I was like, this is so cringe right now. What are we actually filming?
Yeah, that's actually the first time I fast forwarded it. But no, I agree. Let's do a lot of man on man stuff. Get rid of the girls. Even replace the strippers in the strip club with men. I think it'd be a lot better for the film. So I agree, Austin. Thank you. Doug, give us your thoughts. Give us your 7 inches of inspiration.
All right, Siete Mares, isn't that what it's called?
7 C's.
I went to a restaurant. I'm like, I'll have the siete mierdas, por favor.
Oh
and
my
like,
goodness.
So that's a 7 shits. That's not a good soup. But anyway, going away from my Spanish restaurant places here. The Evil Bong. I watched it. Fumarred on Satan's lettuce last night, and
he's joking. April Fools. Go ahead, Doug.
Yeah, and I'm just sitting there like, it was boring to me. Like you said, like they're all talking like these dude bro. They're going bro, hey bro, and I'm just like, fuck, I hate these people already. Until they got stoned, then I enjoyed them more because they were better than bruh. But no, it's funny because I watched the rest of it today during my break, and I was just like, hey, this is actually more fun. It was starting at 1 hour and 3 minutes when Tommy Chong comes in. I think the movie excels, so it made it a lot more fun for me. Yeah. And I did really like the scene with the old guy in the wheelchair, and he's like, this is my wife and I fuck her every day. Yeah. And he's like, you wouldn't believe she's a fox. And I'm like, yeah, let's cheer. She walks in, and it's like some 98-year-old geriatric lady, and she falls asleep
Immediately.
And they're all
the
just
music
like,
is man. Like she's like some like sexy like
it's funny like yeah, shake that ass, motherfucker, shake that ass, shake that ass, and like it's like a rap song when she comes in, and it's motherfucker, yeah, that pussy be bussin', yeah. And then she just falls asleep. And he's like, she's a fox in bed. And they're all just like, it's this weird, awkward scene. And I think you mentioned it on Ginger Dead Man, Mikey, but the music is very loud. And it's like some early 2000s grunge kind of new metal playing in the background while people are having a conversation. It's like, what? What do they say?
We're the old ones now. Yeah. Well, do y'all think it would have been better if the bong actually killed people in reality instead of sucking them into some fantasy strip club and having weird strippers with evil bras kill them?
Well, I wish so too, but if the bong couldn't even open its fucking mouth.
That's
Well,
true.
yeah, but like as people died, she like I guess gained her powers. So like do you think it would have been better if like the bong somehow manipulated these characters' death in real life, whether it's like making things move like a Final Destination type thing or anything like that? Because to me, I think like Austin said, once they start getting sucked into the bong, it's kind of like okay. Um and I don't know if you meant that because of that or because that's just when it started to get boring. But I feel like that subplot wasn't working for me.
No. Yeah, I don't like if she sucked them in there and I don't know, did something to manipulate their imagination, like you said, and I don't know, that would have been fine. But yeah, it's just kind of weird to suck them in there and be like, oh, they're gonna get laid and then killed. I don't understand the point of doing that at all.
Yeah, see, I was thinking it was going to be like once they start smoking from it, they like it's like she talks and stuff, and then it's like she blows their head open and smokes a bowl out of their skull. I thought it was going to be stuff like that, but I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
this is cheaping out.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
I was
'cause-
excited. Like I said, it started pretty decently. I was like, oh, this might be good. And then no, really.
I'm interested to see how it like I am interested to see more of the movies because I don't know what it is. There's something about returning characters, even if I don't like the movie, I like want to see what they do or like how they've changed. And so I'm interested to see like if if it improves on that aspect, if they're kind of like, oh well, let's kind of like scale back on that, or like we'll see what happens with Ginger Dead Man versus Evil Bong. I mean, I guess they were friends in this one, but seems like they're gonna go head to head soon. Um, I kind of want to see Evil Bong Infinity, which is the eighth one, because Diana Prince is in it, which is the male girl from Joe Bob. And also, I was looking at it. I was telling Doug today, I was looking at it, some of the pictures, and I was like, I've been to the studio where this was filmed. So I've been in a movie where this has been filmed. So I want to see that also. I want to see the sets that they used so I can be like, yeah, I know where that's at. But yeah, I don't know. Like, do y'all have any recommendations or any horror high movies, horror movies that involve the marijuana that are superior than this movie?
Well,
Idle Hands. That one's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, but that's not really about pot. That's more like let's get stoned and watch this movie.
No. There's a lot of pot smoking in Idle Hands. A fair amount. The little guy has he's got a bowl in his inhaler or some shit like that from that movie. So he's always got a bag of weed on him.
well, I always like
Nice.
Class and Nukem High because technically that's about atomic high.
Oh,
Okay.
There's a movie called Ganjasaurus Rex from 1987. A giant tyrannosaur terrorizes a band of California marijuana smokers.
Oh my god.
I can't remember. I think I saw Hansel and Gretel get baked, and I think I remember thinking it was like between okay and good. So that's on me.
Is that
but-
an Asylum movie?
Let's see.
Asylum, you know what Asylum is, right? That's all the mockbusters, like it's morphers and
Yeah, I know what
cocaine
Asylum is.
goat.
From the producers of Twilight.
Cabin in the Woods, they they have the stoner character in that movie. He literally has a coffee cup bong that extends. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, and Cabin in the Woods. Yeah, see the stoner,
Yeah.
you have to you got to know things, man. That's really how I'm in a horror movie, man.
Mm, Yeah, there's not too many like centered around weed.
Well, the one that I actually like, I don't know why, because I'm pretty sure people aren't gonna like it, but it's called Halloween, with Simon Rex, and it's really funny. There's a part where uh someone, oops, hang on, someone gets killed, and I forgot. I, I think it's like it's a serial killer. This girl gets killed, and it takes place on Halloween, and like the next day is Halloween, and there's already people dressing up as her for as her Halloween costume. So
Wow.
it's just kind of fucked up, but it's funny.
Hey, that's good stuff.
But oh yeah, Ray Weiss is in it. Jason Mewes,
Wow.
Danny Trejo, Andy Milonakis.
Damn.
Oh my God.
Um,
Andy Milonakis. Wow.
but I think most of them have like really small parts, except for Simon Rex, who's like the main character. So what we should have done is just reviewed that movie. I don't even know if you can watch it anywhere. It was on Netflix for a while, but anywho, so Evil Bong. What do we say about a movie called Evil Bong? It comes in at, what's the time? I think it's like 70 something minutes.
Yeah, because the last like 6 minutes or that 3D marijuana leaf rolling credits. So
Yeah, it's at 1 hour and 26 minutes according to IMDb. But these movies, even the Ginger Dead Man, happen to have like long credit scenes.
Oh yeah.
You can watch it on Amazon, which basically takes you to Freevee, where you can watch it. And it's not rated, but it's not for children. There's a lot of boobs in it, which Ginger Dead Man did not have boobs in it. And yeah, I don't have anything else to say about this movie. Would you guys like, how excited are y'all for possibly watching the sequels?
I expect, is it weird to say I expected a lot more from this? Because at conventions they always have like the full moon booth and they have like Evil Bong, like little resin statues and stuff. So I thought it'd be like this cool thing, and I'm like, felt like a deflated balloon,
Yeah.
like that's how, yeah.
That's exactly how I feel. Like I really wanted to like it and I wanted it to be fun. I know Ginger Dead Man had a bad rating, but I still really enjoyed that. I was kind of expecting the same for this one. But yeah, it just kind of completely fell flat for me. I will probably check out the sequels because I know, Ginger Dead Man versus Evil Bong. I'll probably watch all the sequels I can of them until they meet up, but I don't know if I don't know if I can go all the way to 8. That is a daunting task.
You're not gonna buy the box set on 4K.
If it wasn't like what is it? I checked the other day. It was like $128. I mean, it is 9 movies, but it's like, it's 9 subpar movies. So,
Well, the eighth one, when I was looking at like the information for it, it's only 59 minutes.
oh my God, that's
So,
like Host. Host was like 57 minutes.
so basically, if you buy the box set, these movies are so short. It's basically like one season of a show, 8 episodes, about an hour each.
Yeah.
So,
And it being Charles Band and Full Moon, I know he's recycling footage. Like characters are always having flashbacks in the other sequels, I'm sure.
okay, well, the time has come, gentlemen. Give me your ratings. Austin, how does this rate compare to Skinamarink?
This has a 2. It was pretty bad, but there
And
were
what
like
did Skinamarink have?
it has a 1. It's never
Oh,
gonna.
interesting. No, that's just weird. I'm just putting things into perspective and seeing how your brain works. I just think it's weird. Okay, so we'd watch this one before we watch Skinamarink again. Got it. Okay. Doug, what do you rate Evil Bong?
Oh man, I under the influence, give or take, it's worse than it is without the influence. So I'll say I give it a solid 10 out of 5. How about that? So it's weird. It's, yeah, 10 out of 5, and yeah, but the thing is, I think you should watch Skinamarink again. I should probably watch that again. Because I'd rather watch that more than this. But
Me too, Doug. It's just I don't know what Austin's deal is. It's so weird. But
Yeah, I don't know.
it's
you
okay.
have to be in the right mindset, like you are with Evil Bong. You know what I mean? So, but Skinamarink, yeah, you just got to be in the right mindset. I think to make it scary.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Doug didn't even like Skinamarink.
Well, here's the thing. There's a lot of movies I don't like, but I'll still watch them. Like I watch Caddyshack 2, and I fucking hate that movie. You know what I mean? So that's why I said Evil Bong is a 10 out of 5 because I'll probably rewatch it again. So
I do agree with you though, because it was definitely harshing my buzz when I was watching it under the influence. And then as I just let it wear off, I was like, this is definitely more enjoyable, which is weird because you expect it to be better when you were stoned, but apparently
Yeah,
not.
it's like a big sin for a movie like this.
Yeah.
yeah, serious. It's not fun. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
They were,
I
I think they were
usually
trying so hardcore to like be half baked because I got really half baked vibes from this. But yeah, they just it just fell flat.
Yeah, and it's funny too. Like something that this like tries to advertise as like 420 fun. It's like sitting there talking. You don't want to hear people just talk and ramble. The best thing is when you're under the influence, watch like a bad like 1970s Hong Kong movie where they're dubbed, and it's the funniest thing in the world.
I'll have to do that.
yeah, I don't really like to describe movies like this because I don't usually agree, but like I think this is just like a horror bro movie. Like usually when people are like, "Oh, that's just such a bro movie," it's because there'll be like a lot of tits or something, and it's like, "Well, I'm gay and I liked it." But no, I think that this is just a horror bro movie because there's not really redeeming values to it other than you see a lot of tits. There's not really any gore. They smoke, which I guess is cool for some people. Um, did anything make you laugh in this movie?
The two old people, he's like, yeah, look at my wife. She's a 98-year-old minx in the bed.
Yeah,
She
I
just
mean that
can't
was
break her hip.
funny.
Yeah.
Most of the stuff before they went into the bong the first time, I was chuckling at. That's why I thought I was gonna have a good time. And then yeah, the guy in the wheelchair was completely ridiculous and hilarious. Other than that, though, I think I laughed at how ridiculous it was that the bong was like indestructible and Tommy Chong couldn't kill it with a chainsaw. That was kind of funny, but probably for not for the right reasons.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree that before they go into the bong, things are good.
But
Yeah.
I can give it a compliment. I'm like, hey, it's shot in color. It looks nice, I guess. It's a good thing.
There is a drastic difference between this and Ginger Dead Man, and it's only a year, so I don't know why does Ginger Dead Man look so bad? Because this was like 4K compared to what Ginger Dead Man was.
Yeah, I honestly it may just be the copy they have on
Yeah,
Freebie.
it's got to be.
Like, because it was bad for all of us, and usually it's not that.
Well, and you know what? There is Blu-ray quality of these movies, so maybe Ginger Dead Man only has like a DVD release, or maybe even you know what I mean. So they probably don't have a Blu-ray. That's probably why the quality's so bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is what it is. I think Ginger Dead Man definitely is carrying the torch when it comes to like being a better movie. I knew that beforehand, but in the beginning, before they went into the bong, I was like, okay, actually, like maybe I'm gonna be on Team Bong for our episode of Ginger versus Bong. But alas, I am not. So we'll see what happens when we begrudgingly review Ginger Dead Man versus Evil Bong, or at least I begrudgingly review it. Um,
I guess the best part about that will be picking sides, like who stands on what side. That'll be fun at least.
yeah, but whoever wins, we
We all
lose.
lose. It's gonna be the new Freddy versus Jason. So scarier than Candyman versus Leprechaun.
Oh, I thought that was the tagline for the Trump versus Biden election. My bad.
Oh yeah. No,
Um,
same difference.
But yeah, okay. Well, that's all that we have. I can't bullshit anymore about this movie. Austin, thank
Yes.
you for joining us. Oh shit, I'm bleeding. Excuse me.
Oh my
Oh
God.
yeah, this is another movie that mentions tampons. Even though I'm talking about the episode we did for Frightmares with Blood Diner, where it was like tampons was the excuse for everything. And then
Did they in this movie?
goddamn tampons?
yeah, well in this one it was like that's as useful as a soiled tampon. I'm like, why is a grandpa telling a bunch of frat bros this analogy? And doesn't soiled mean shit? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, Austin, thank you for joining us today for this lovely episode. If you'd like to hear Austin's sultry voice more, please listen to him on Frightmare's podcast, available wherever you listen to this podcast. You can also find Austin on TikTok at Dr.Proctor. If you do Letterbox, you can also find Austin at... Oh, wait, no, your TikTok is Silver Shamrock. Excuse me.
You got it.
Is it Silver.Shamrock or Silver Shamrock?
Silver.Shamrock, and then letterbox is just Dr. Proctor.
I got
dot,
that
no space.
backwards.
It's okay.
Dr. Proctor on Letterbox, Silver.Shamrock on the Tiki Talkies.
Tickety-tock.
Yeah, if you want to find us on Instagram, you can find us at Slashers Pod or Mutant Goons from Beyond. You can find me at Horror and a Half Shell on Instagram. You can find Doug at Bizarro Doug.
Doug Bizarro, you gotta
Bizarro.
flip it and reverse it.
Bizarro. God damn it.
Bug
Doug
Bizarro.
Bizarro. Doug Bizarro.
Correct the mundo.
Yes. You can also find us on Facebook. Our Facebook group is Mutant Goons from Beyond. And I think, oh yeah, if you want to buy stuff with our stuff on it, from coffee cans to dental dams, find us at slasherspod.redbubble.com. If you'd like to be special and get additional episodes a month, you can join our Patreon for as little as $1 a month. And with that, you go to patreon.com/slasherspod. Did I miss anything?
No, you're doing real good, Mikey. Real good.
Okay, well, don't lie.
Nailed it.
Y'all are also, never mind. But without further ado, and before I cough again, I would like to say thank you for tuning in. Until next week when we review Who Knows. Goodbye and good night.
Goodbye.
Ooh. All right, good stuff.
That's going to be a real short episode. Oh, yeah, hang on. We need to do our hidden track. When I hear music,
Yeah, that was
it
good
makes
stuff.
me dance. You've got the music, now here's your chance. I told you I always sing that song at the end of the show. How do I stop this recording? Oh, there it is.